Well, good afternoon, my brothers and my sisters, and welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I am Sheraldon Brave, and it's so good to have you sitting before me. Hey, happy Wednesday. I have a few great pieces for you. I do have the four-liner, and I do have some of my favorite pieces. And one of them, I'm surprised I have not done up until this point. And so they're all two of them are from What Will I Tell My Children? And the last piece has not been published in a book yet, but it's one of my favorite. It is called What Mountain? And so when I go to upload them later on, I'm going to upload a song that actually inspired this particular poem as well. So I'm glad to have you with me, and I see my sister Cassandra is there with me. You caught me on time this week, and I have to tell you, I almost was late today. I slept a little bit longer than I wanted to. Aunt Margaret, good to see you. Van, good to see you. Freddie Jackson, my brother, thank you for being with me. So listen, I'm going to just take a moment if you give me to get started. Get one or two more people in, since this is a time change for everybody, and I do appreciate that you took the time to move with me to this new time slot. As I have shared with you all on last week that I now work overnight, prohibiting me from doing the 7 o'clock broadcast. All right, so I'm excited. The theme will pretty much reveal itself, and so let's go ahead and get started. The four-liner. Here you are planning for a gentle landing instead of being grateful that you're still standing. Again, here you are planning for a gentle landing instead of being grateful that you're still standing. Now that, this particular piece, is really talking to me because as an artist, as a poet, probably as an Aquarian, I can let my head just go sometimes with planning things. And instead of just being grateful and being still and letting things come. So I think about last night, maybe the night before, this piece came to me because I had really, things were just in my head and just planning something out. And I was like, stop, right? So I don't usually explain my pieces, but I wanted to talk a little bit about that piece because that's where I am. In the midst of what we're going through, I am still planning goals, looking forward to what the next day is going to bring because life doesn't stop, all right? We do the best that we can during this pandemic. You just don't even hear me talk about it, but life doesn't stop. Life still matters, life still goes on. But at the same time, got to be grateful for it. So the piece I'm about to do today is a piece entitled Testimony. And again, I'm surprised I have not done this piece earlier, but I'm going to count on spirit to say that I hadn't done it thus far because it just wasn't time. This particular piece will explain a lot of how I show up and a lot of who I am. Testimony. Lord, let my little light shine. Let it glow through the window and past the door. Let it shine to clothe the naked and feed the hungry, comfort and embrace the poor. Let the words of my mouth bring a smile to someone's face. Let me take the time to say hello and fellowship in your grace. Let my gifts and offering leave my pocket full of cheer, expecting nothing in return, for my blessings are already here. Use my life as a testimony through my action, words, and deeds. For what good am I as a Christian when I choose to ignore another's need? Forgive me, Lord, for my second fruit, be it my offering, talent, or time. With everything that surrounds my senses, none can I claim as mine. Let my tears flow freely as your spirit moves in me, nothing like my soul opening up when I put all my trust in thee. My prayers I offer up, my thanks I give to thee, not because of favors I'm asking, just saying thanks for saving me. When turmoil seeks me out, to the hills my eyes shall gaze. I will lift my hands and cry hallelujah, giving God the highest praise. Testimony. I'm reading this and I'm here by myself and my hands are shaking. This piece, it's old, but it's my mantra. It's the foundation of why I do what I do, who I am. I love this piece, and again, my heart is racing and my hands are getting sweaty. And even with you watching me do this, I didn't even feel your presence at this point, because this is a prayer between me and God. And so the next piece I'm going to do is a piece that my aunts are very familiar with, because I've given them copies of it. As a piece entitled "My Dwelling Place," which is another one of my favorite pieces. Father, you are my dwelling place. The sun rays upon my face, the wind against my back, the light between the cracks. The promise in times of storm that I'll never be left alone. The anointing upon my head, by grace and mercy I am led. You are my counselor, touching my eyelids with sleep. You are my very best friend, for my secrets you do keep. You are my way maker, when mountains are all I see. You are the King of glory, who sets my shackles free. When others try to trouble me, as I continue to run this race, I shall keep on keeping on, for you are my dwelling place. Hey Donna, I see you. Ariane and Donna, good to see you. Tommy, thank you so much. Robert Mitchell, thank you. And my Aunt Jeanette, good to see you, Auntie. This particular piece, the next piece, is the piece I'm going to upload the song for. It'll probably be right behind the video. It's amazing. The title escapes me of the song right now, but I think it's by Dorothy Moore. And so I'm looking forward to doing this piece. And I also did this piece as a piece of artwork for one of my favorite teachers. I'm not going to call her out. I try not to do that. But she knows who I am. And I was grateful to have the opportunity to do this piece as a piece of artwork and to give it to her. So, what mountain? Here stands this mountain, perched majestically high, its razor-horn crest sharply piercing the skies. This mountain stands fast, obstructing my very growth. Couldn't go over or under, I know, I tried them both. This mountain stands solidly, blocking greener pastures. This mountain, this rock, I must surely master. Standing in the distance, it grows from all my fears, getting harder to contend with from days to months and months to years. One morning as I awoke, singing praises of gratitude, looked at that menacing mountain with all its girth and altitude. Now I scale this very mountain, reaching its highest peak, believing I can manifest whatever I plainly speak. What mountain? So today I had the opportunity to share, out of all of my writings, my favorite pieces, and I'm so glad that you're here to share in that with me. These pieces are pieces that I've used to calm my nerve, to get me on the right track, and the first two, I promise you, especially My Dwelling Place. Testimony is up there, but My Dwelling Place is the piece that I used, wrote in communion with God. And so I thank you. I ask that you stay prayerful during this time. And yesterday, I considered whether or not I was going to address this. And so my spirit is leading me to address, and I'm going to go straight in your face with it, the reopening of the economy. I ask that you stay prayerful. I ask that you stay mindful. I ask that you do what's best for you and your family. But I also ask that you stay balanced and centered. There in the still, you will get your answer. I already know what I'm going to do. I know what's best for me. I know what's best for my household and my family. But your health and knowing that I will see you next week and the week after, at least not from making the wrong decisions, brings me comfort. So I ask that despite, I'm going to go straight in. I am not going to give someone the power that I do not trust to hold my life in their hands. I'm going to repeat that. I'm not going to give someone that I do not trust to hold my life in their hands. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because if I don't already trust you, I'm not going to go down a road where I'm going to give you that power over my life and my well-being. Good. So we got through that. So listen, I want to say hello to a few people. I see my cousin Monique's watching. Thank you so much. Chris, Mike, it's good to have you. I saw some of your pieces. You may have seen that I responded to some of your pieces today. My brother, I love what you've been putting out. Actually, I went into a peaceful rest after I read what you had posted on your page. So thank you so much. Andrea, thank you so much for being there. And Ms. Brown, thank you. I said, seek God first before making any decisions to return to work. Thank you for that. Lewis, I'm glad to see you. So listen, I'm going to go and I'm going to get these things posted and listed on Facebook Live. And before I forget, for those that you want to share the videos with that are not on Facebook, I do upload it to YouTube and Instagram. And I know from YouTube, you can send it as an email and as a text message. So I will also be uploading it to YouTube. So listen, I'm so glad to have this time with you. It's my favorite time of the show. I always say this, is when I get to tell you that I love you. There's nothing that you can do about it. You can try. It's the one thing in the universe that you will not win against me with. So until next week at 4 o'clock, I am Sheralden Brave with another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry, and we will see you then. Oh, there goes my mom. Hey, Mom. Yeah, okay, so y'all got to see that side of me. Hey, Mama. Lewis Waters, thank you. Hey, Mom. Yeah, she said hello again, y'all. So we'll see you later. Love you all. Thanks.